Area 51. What's in Area 51? What is Area 51? And what happens there? These are important questions that are not only asked in the United States, but around the entire world. So today we're going to be talking about Area 51. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get news around the entire world quick and fast. Let's get into the video now. Area 51. Area 51 is a U.S. Air Force base located in Nevada for training and testing purposes. Alright, this is 83 miles away from Las Vegas. Area 51 was established 71 years ago in 1955 by the CIA. It was established for flight testing and to see if there's any problems with the flight, if this flight is flying well, and if it's a good flight to put in military bases. So that was the purpose of Area 51. So you might be confused. Why am I talking about this now, and why is it super duper important? Well, Area 51 is a U.S. Air Force base, which means they do a lot of flight testing there. But that's the problem. In the 1950s to the 1980s, there have been many reports of seeing a disc-like figure in the air, and many people think of it as a UFO. Not only a disc-like figure, a Dorito-like figure too. So, since many reports of this, people mostly think of theories like UFOs, which led to the idea of aliens being captured and being kept in Area 51. Although Area 51 has been operational since 1955 and many reports of alien and UFO sightings near Area 51, Area 51 was still not officially recognized by the US government until 2013 after the Freedom of Information Act request. The Freedom of Information Act request basically says we request to know what the hell is going on in Area 51. Like, what's happening there? What's going on? I'm seeing a whole bunch of these reports and what actually is happening in Area 51. And this request was sent out in 2013. But later, this place further grew popularity and became famous after the joke posted on Facebook by a Facebook user. It was basically a post that says, well, Area 51. Let's all storm Area 51 because they can't stop us all. It started as a joke, but later escalated as a real-life event. And as a 6-year-old at that time, going to Area 51 in 2019 was a dream. It would have been such a blast, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. Okay, this place grew even more popular after many big YouTubers such as Mr. Beast went to Area 51, and the former president of America, Barack Obama, talking about it, and now even Donald Trump talking about it. But the real question is, aliens. The existence of aliens is the main question, the main frame that we should be looking at. Do aliens really exist? So, do aliens really exist, and have aliens ever came to our planet? Alright, lifelines. There's many different types of life in our Earth. Like there's animals, there's plants, there's bacteria, and there's humans. And just like that, aliens could be any size. They could be this small, they could be invisible, they could be bright, they could be big, they could be shaped as a tree, they could be looking like humans. They don't have to necessarily look like the green monsters that we usually see in movies. Alright, but if aliens ever visited our Earth, it's probably unlikely. Sure, aliens could be overdeveloped to visit other planets or underdeveloped than humans, but aliens ever going past our planet is possibly not real. More likely not to happen. And even if there was an alien standing right next to me, watching me, I wouldn't know, because he was probably invisible. Or he's probably microscopic. But the possibilities of aliens actually existing in the entirety of our universe is probably a lot. Alright, sure, we won't have proper evidence for it and we won't have proof, but we have a planet. And we have 9 planets in a solar system. And we have many more solar systems, which means more planets. But all these solar systems are in the Milky Way, which is a galaxy. But there's not one galaxy. There's multiple galaxies around the universe. So more galaxies equal more solar systems, equal even more planets, equal the possibility of aliens. Sure, we call them aliens, and that's the term we use for them, but they could possibly just look exactly like us, just on a different planet. So the likelihood of aliens actually existing is a lot. But have we ever seen an alien? I don't know. that's something we will never know. Well, you might be thinking, why am I making a video about this today? This has been a major thing for the last decades. Alright, so why am I talking about this today? Well, the reason being Donald Trump. Yes, you heard me, Donald Trump. Well, this man just talks a lot. Like, I'm trying to take a break from making a video like one day, and then there we go, breaking news. Donald Trump said another thing, and now I have to make a video about it. This man would not literally let me take a break, but this man will post 10 billion breaking news in 1 hour. So that's why I'm talking about it. Well, what is the problem and what's going on? Well, Barack Obama, in a podcast, he was asked the questions, are aliens real? And Barack Obama, being the former president of the United States, and the time Area 51, the conspiracy theory, was going in flames. Everyone was obsessed about Area 51. Most people thought Barack Obama would know. And Barack Obama, in this podcast, did say that he believes that aliens are real. But he wasn't told anything in his presidency. He never met an alien. And for his knowledge, there's nothing underneath Area 51. Which means there is no aliens captured in an alien in Area 51. But the problem being, Trump just said, well, Barack Obama just disclosed confidential information, and because of that, I'm going to drop even more confidential information. Trump basically just said, you eat my chicken, I'm going to give you 10 more chicken. Yes, that's exactly what he said. He said, since Barack Obama said this, he's going to be leaking all the files. He's going to be giving all the files from the government of anything about UFOs or aliens to the public. Just like he gave the Epstein files, he's going to be telling us if there's actually aliens in Area 51. Alright, so now we know what's going on, what happened, and what the problem was. But there's still many more questions needed to be answered. Like, will Trump actually be releasing these files? Will Trump give us the truth? And will we finally have an answer if aliens are real or not? Even if their existence have been denied, let's see, are they real? I hope they kind of are real. So that means there's more things that we can research, more things we're allowed to learn, and more things we can expand, not only in this world, but on this entire universe. Alright, but there's been many questions just like this to be answered. Like, what do they actually still do in Area 51? Why did they choose these locations? Are aliens underneath the bunker? And if aliens are not kept in Area 51, where could they be kept? There's many more questions like this still needed to be answered. But let's see what Trump says tomorrow. That's the only thing that's in my mind. Because if he says something tomorrow, that means no break for me tomorrow. I gotta make another YouTube video. But I do enjoy making these YouTube videos because that means I can share what I know with all of you guys. And you guys can learn more information and learn more things. Well, that's it for today. If you want to know what Trump says tomorrow, subscribe and turn that notification on. That's it for today's video. See y'all next time. This is Adamant Explore.